course, got Emily first. I'm rubbing my hands like a mad professor. What's going on here? The iPad's playing up. Allow widgets from maps to use your location. Yeah. Don't allow. Go away. Go away. Don't want no widgets. Widgets? What is a widget? Now I can't find YouTube. There it is. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Home. One what? Only one watching? What's going on? Where is everyone tonight then? Oh, Whitlow. Oh, look at that belly. I need to lose weight. I need to lose weight. Can everyone see okay? Is that close enough? Hopefully you can all see okay. Yeah, the zip tie option didn't last very long. I have to find some other way to secure that down. It might be CT1 or something. The zip tie option didn't last. Tried it. It can't handle the impact, unfortunately. So zip tie holding that on didn't work. Logan's RC evening, Dan evening, Alfie Cox evening, RC Blitz evening, tomorrow Muggins evening. What am I working on today? This. Got quite a bit of work to do to it though. I started working, I stripped it down in the week just to find out what parts we needed. I forgot I've got to fix that. I've put a new lead on that because that's broken off as well. It's a bit of a pain, but I'll probably do that offline. Fix that fan. Put a new one of those on. This is the Krahave EXB. Oh, it's just come on. That's what's happened. Might even be able to. No. Krahave EXB. Don't think it had a bad landing. It was just jumping high. And when you jump high, even with good landings, it shocks them. Evening, Callum. How are you, son? Don't know whether it'll be at the Paddlesworth event in July or not yet. I've seen it put up. I don't know yet. Evening, Revo. How are you? Big BRC. I'm not sure what else is going on because I think it's the end of July, isn't it? So we're at Wings and Wheels this weekend or this Sunday. Then got something planned for the beginning of July. I'm not sure what else we've got planned in July at the moment, but we'll see. Might do it. Depends what we'll check the weather forecast as well. They haven't opened booking yet. Just going from work? Are you working at your mum's restaurant then, Seb? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's come around very. Normally it's in August, isn't it? I mean, they've only just had the first one, so. And I've just said keep the weekend clean, so I'm presuming they're doing another event. It just seems a bit quick. Ooh, what's this bit poo? Bit of mucky. So yeah, I've got to change the diff bulkhead. Guessing that's a bit of the broken diff bulkhead. Yeah, because we broke the two ear lugs off there, and snap that off the front of there. All this is loose, so I've got to tighten all that up. But I'm not sure, something's happened to my 1.5mm hex. I can't find it, which is a bit of a pain. So we were out the weekend. I'm not sure what happened to it. Yeah, 31st July, 1st of August. Very soon. Salvador, evening. How are you? John Bass Headwork. John Bass Headwork. Did get that right? Sorry. I need to get my glasses sorted out. Waterside Bashers. Good evening. So what is next for the Big Rock? What kind of speed are you? We're hoping to get to 110, see if we can get it up to 110 miles an hour. Obviously, the faster we go, the harder it gets, because we're trying to put a brick through the air. So I'm not going to change the body on it. I'm not going to modify the body in any way. I want it to leave it so that if we want to send it back bashing, we can just take the two screws and the bits off the front, swap the wheels out, and it's back to a stock basher. How do I find out about Paddlesworth? Paddlesworth Facebook page, Alfie. What is the best budget duo charger? If you want my honest opinion, there's one in the link description. There's two in the description, in links in the description from Banggood. If you're happy to buy it from Banggood, we actually use two of the chargers. It's HTC. There's a 240 and a 400. Both very good. Touchscreen, dual chargers. I've got two of the HTC 240s. The 400 just has more wattage. Same charger but more wattage. So if you can stretch to that. Or the other option, depending if you can stretch it, is the Hotter D6 Plus. Excellent charger that is. But the HTC Duo 240 or D240 T240 is normally around £48 on Banggood. Yeah, I don't blame you for not using Facebook, Alfie. It's yeah. I did know. The only thing is, I hardly ever used the 1.5mm hex, so I didn't bother. I had these old Turnigy ones, and then I bought the MIPs, but I didn't buy a 1.5 in the MIP because I'd never use it. I've got 1.5 on the speed bits, but normally, not unless that's it here. Actually. I've looked and looked hours this morning. I was looking for that, and I've just literally moved that around, and it's in there. That's almost like, because it wasn't in there earlier. It's almost like somebody borrowed it, but nobody lives in the house, and then put it back. Well, that's worrying, because I looked for that for a couple of hours this morning, doing my nutting. Almost ordered a new one, and I thought, no, the boys have got one of these each as well. Evening, Ian. So no, I don't just have the one set, Gary. In fact, the boys have got a set each. I've got two sets, just the 1.5mm. I never bother because it's hardly ever use it. Evening, Alistair. James RC, Big Al RC. Tegrity RC, if I'm pronouncing that right. If not, right. Anyway. I can stand here talking all day and I'm not going to get this done because I've got to get this whole diff bulkhead out, and I hate doing the diff bulkheads. Pain in the backside, and I keep meaning to get back to the guy because I was going to buy two more Vitavon ones. I keep forgetting to message the guy back, and I've just literally bought 3 more of these anyway. So Get going. It is spooky. That was not there earlier. 100% wasn't there earlier. They've changed these as well. I don't know if you noticed this, but whether it shows up on this camera, but the mottling and everything, it's almost like whether they've changed it and put more fibres in there or not, I don't know, but there's certainly a different mottling on them than what they used to be. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. Whether they made them stronger or weaker, I wouldn't want to be guessing. Right. So I'm hoping this is all that's wrong with it, because the whole front end was very loose. Back in 20 minutes, going to have a look at charger, maybe Facebook. Okay, Alfie. As he said, I stripped the rear hinge pins on my blue RPM arms for the slash and keep trying to salvage them, but keep coming out. Any suggestions? Can you get like the RPM hinge pin holders for them, like you can on the X-Max? That I don't know. I'm only literally guessing now because I don't know anything about the slash. Maybe Ian knows. Ian's got a slash. Oh, Ian's got a slash as well, hasn't he? But no, this is not the Jump King. So, if that people are wondering, this one potentially could become the Jump King, but it's not currently. That's the other one, but the other one's down as well, so the other one will be coming out today. Will be coming out to play, because that's broken as well. Well, I say it's broken, the motor went on it. The 1650 kV hobby wing seized as we were about to hit the ramp. No, this is the James RC UK. This is the Krahave EXB. Yes, Gary, they do love to change spec without telling people. Like the things that they have changed without telling people. The front shock shaft on the EXB versus the old one, 2mm difference, and you can't get those until October. What else have they changed? The servo horn on the XB, changed it from a 25 tooth to a 23 tooth. What else have they changed? The shock standoffs on the XB. They made them complete units instead of separate units. So now if you break one, you've got to buy the whole unit, can't just buy the bolt. What else have they changed? Let me think. For the better, they've changed the stock pinion gear, made it hardened steel. That is for the better. I'm sure they've changed something else without telling anybody. I can't remember what it is though. Do you know, Gary? No, Ian. It was the core. The core, the winding, or whatever, the magnets had just exploded. They're actually in bits. It's become shredded. It's like a powder inside. So I've put it all back together. I've contacted, and of course, typically, Model Sport then shut down. So I did contact. I said I'll have to wait until they're back open again. So yeah, it's totally and utterly fried. I thought fluff had got in there. It was that bad. It was that bad in there. There were no magnets left on the core at all. Now who's nicked my MIP drivers? There's one. Oh, this is stupid. It's almost like a troll's coming in and taking the stuff because it was here earlier. Oh, come on. Literally was using, I had both of the MIP drivers here earlier. That is crazy. It is like someone's coming in and taking things and not telling me, because now my other MIP's gone. Hey to RC, evening. I found they would change part numbers with the part changes, like what you order. Yeah, I mean, it's all the battery tray they changed as well. Oh, this is stupid. Where has my other MIP driver gone? Because it was here earlier. Now I am about to rage because I need that. Let's check I didn't take it in the other room. That is crazy. Get that out in the garden. It's almost like I've got a ghost, guys, because that 1.5mm one wasn't there earlier, and now that's back, and my 2mm MIP one has gone. I'm not joking. It's like oh, there it is. Oh, it's hiding. I thought I had a ghost for a minute. Claire's RC, evening. Bars and Tone, evening. All good, just fixing up the car. Yeah, the problem is, I probably need to have some here. I need to get another set of these, so I've got them here, and then I've got the ones in my bash bag. Rogue Factor. I really should give myself a thumbs up, shouldn't I? David, the MIP driver is behind the back. Thank you. Someone saw it there and I didn't. So dang busy trying to start a YouTube channel, not that anybody knows about. Oh, a lot of hard work to start off with, Rogue Factor, I will say that. The ghost of Ruby Dooby. Probably is, James. It probably is. Right, where were we? We're putting a diff bulkhead back together. Eric St. Pierre, evening. From Canada. What part of Canada are you from? Pranay Sar, evening. How are you? Yeah, I'll get some of those. The cold part. Well, there's some nice parts of Canada. I mean, the cold part would be the Northwest Territories, but Bars and Tone and Claire in the same house, indeed. Get all the good ones in here. Right, next. So the plate in the steering tie rods on the Outcast ESP is nasty. I don't think it has the right tie rod balls. Really? You got the Outcast EXP already? Yeah, it's not due here for well over a month yet. I think I'm just going to beef up our stock one, because I think even with the XB one we'll probably end up changing the chassis if we were to get one. Quickest way to do this. Bum, 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 bum. Work out the quickest way to do this. Oh, don't want to lose them. Little washers armour decide to give you. And a big one at the front. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. We get this off PDQ, get it on the other one. We'll whip the shock tower off in one go. One, two. Three. These were all loose, and I didn't loosen them, so it must have taken a big hit on the front at some stage. It could have been where it hit the skate ramp all that time ago. Could well have been, actually. And we're only just realising it. Quite possible. I'll be back to read your comments in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Come on. Oh, concentration, it's not going through the hole. Come on. Won't go in the hole. she said. Here we go. One. Two. Three. Four. And I've got to do the steering mod on this as well while it's all out, because the steering's gone a little bit loose. You all know what the steering mod is? If you don't, you're going to learn tonight. And in Joshua Bartwell, you're going to learn something tonight. Oh, that's on there nicely now. Right, let's get those back in the holes. One side done. Other side done. Right, comment time. What have I missed? Zozo Lights, what happened? We broke a car. Right, we missed a lot of comments, haven't we? I just got back from running my Rick Doofabash Typhon today with the new Badlands. Nice. Do like the Badlands on a Typhon. Turned out to be a super fried instead of a dupe. Really? Oh, what happened? Very soon, I had everything needed to the pinion gear they sent me was the wrong one, and it's not easy to find 8mm pinion locally, so I had to order it, unfortunately. Have you tried, what motor are you using, Bars? Because you could, I saw you had a big old pinion. The other option you can do is the limitless spool gears are the same because they're 8mm. Or I think Saga, which is USA based, do them. ESC went up and the actual ESC box melted. Oh, ouch. No, it's never good with that. Heat index might have something to do with it. Might do. Putting too much power through will fry it. Fans, yeah. Get some big 40mm, 28mm fans on it. There's a video telling you how to do it. They look like this in the end. Cheap as chips to do. Added SRC, evening, how are you? Send me a WhatsApp. Was that you sending me the WhatsApp? I did have someone sending me the WhatsApp, but I didn't know who it was. So, or have you sent me a WhatsApp today? Oh, maybe it was... Did Adia send me? Yeah, must have done. But the Outcast EXP is completely ready. It just needs a pinion at this point. Right, so take one off, take it off your limit list. You're not using it at the moment. What do you mean you haven't sent it yet, Seb? I needed that for the weekend. Oh, I can't believe you haven't sent it, mate. Because the other one's on here. Where am I going to put my Outcast? Percussive maintenance does yield necessary results 6 times out of 9. Probably does. Oh, Texas heat must be bonkers at the moment. A widget is a... And that's what it is. Well, it needs to get off my phone then. I don't need little women on my phone. You sent... Yeah, someone today, Neil is my ruiner. Okay, I'll have a look. I've got notifications on WhatsApp turned off because I'm on so many groups and it just drives me insane going bling, 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 bling when I'm working during the day. I love it. I've got a smashed tin corny cross on the bench right now. I tried to wheelie my way out of the sand pit of the park and the little barrier annihilated a shock tap. That sucks. Been sending the flash hard, so need some TLC. Just give it a big kiss, it'll be fine. Right. That scorched RC front hinge pin holder is a work of art. I can't remember what I did with the screws for that other day. Yeah, very impressed with this front hinge pin holder from Scorched. Only 18 quid as well, for 7.75. So and the bumpers fit on perfectly. And I'm pretty sure you can use it in a stock one as well. So it is beautifully made. Right, that's those bits done. We'll now pop the case open, and I need to go and get more kitchen roll. I'm going to get in a right old state. Probably shouldn't tell you this because I'm probably going to regret it, but if they're still in stock, they were yesterday. If anybody is after any EXB or V5 arms, front or rear, arc breakers have some in. And so I'll probably regret that because I'll probably want some myself soon, but let you all guys know that the arc breakers have got some in. I did have some in. At a very reasonable price as well. Everyone now leaves the stream, rushes off to arc breakers to go and find something that's normally out of stock all the time. Yeah, I keep meaning to spend the time to look up. I was going to do a log cabin, but log cabins are so expensive. So it's probably now just going to be either a huge shed, which we then insulate and panel out, or like a workshop, which is the same thing as a huge shed anyway. It's been a while since I've been in here. Why am I cleaning that out? Because that's not going back on. Because it hasn't got... Ooh. A bit more broken there. Where's that bit from? Or that bit off of there as well? No, it's not. Double glassy time to find out where this bit's from. I think it's that bit there. Oh, that's a bit worrying actually. What is this bit from? Not from there. Not from there. Ah. Yeah, it's off the front of that. Look. This diff case was in a world of hurts. I don't know whether you can see it. Missing the one there. There's not one on that side. Yeah, this probably from where, I imagine it might be from where Jack hit the skate ramp, and it's just unrecognised damage that we hadn't seen. So I didn't actually, I know whether I stripped down. I know it broke the back. I never stripped the front down, so this could have all been a result of that. Could be easier been. Yeah, I did check Dunster House again, and it was going to be over £4,000. Whereas I can get a nice workshop, which I can then insulate with the foam and some thin plywood on the inside, and I don't need to worry about putting a concrete base down for it. Problem with the log cabin, I've also got to probably spend £1,000 putting a concrete base down. Whereas with a big shed or a workshop, I can set it on patio slabs, because the floors are a lot better on them. So right, I'm going to take you with me. Or shall I? No, I'm going to go and get some brake cleaner, and I'll be back to clean this up properly. So yeah, did look at Dunster House, but it was just, in reality, just too much for what I wanted, really. Ugh. Oh, where's my toothbrush gone? It's outside now, isn't it? Give it a nice little wash in some brake cleaner. Get all that dirty grease off of there. All the old grease off. Make it nice and clean. eBay. I'll have a look on eBay, Ian, yeah. I need to spend an evening doing it, really. You get a rainy day, shipment of stuff you've needed, then wait around for the other stuff to... Yeah. I think some of it may have been all held up on the Ever, whatever it is, that's just been released off the Suez Canals. Beast Mode, evening, how are you? Customer services don't, yeah. Stu, evening, my X-Max shell is wrecked. I can't find the Proline body until all. Ouch. I've got a C24 hard shell you can have. That's very kind of you, 666. Ivy Dame, evening. Short answer, yes, the Creighton is the jump king once you drop around. Not true. If you get the EXB, Ivy, we haven't dropped $1,000 on our EXB. Yes, it's got an M2C chassis. It's 130 quid. It's $130. M2C rear tail brace, which is, I forget how much it is. It's still got stock M2C. This is the Harvey EXB, but my Creighton EXB, it's got a few upgrades on it, but certainly hasn't got $1,000 worth of them. Now, if you're talking the stock RTRs, yeah, you need to drop about $1,000 on those. Well, I don't recommend anyone goes RTR anymore when the EXB is available. I think part of the problem, Martin, is just stock availability a lot of the time. Just getting things shipped and made. It's not just RC parts. So there is a big issue globally still from the pandemic, which you've got to remember, nobody's talking about what's going on in China with the pandemic, and that's where it all started. But you never hear of what's going on, whether they're having to lock down again. No news coming out of there whatsoever. Funny that, isn't it? In fact, their deaths haven't gone up since last year. Which is also very funny when you think about it. Did that one. What would you say is the best stock junk Creighton EXB? No question. You don't have to put an M2C chassis on it. We did. But if you land it properly, don't need to. We put, it depends on if you want to keep repetitively doing it. Just do one or two. Creighton EXB all day long. Proline unbreakable body, I need two. Long Island, very nice. What part of Long Island? Suffolk County or... I've forgotten the other one. I do a lot of business there. My brain. It's gone. Can't remember. Oh, that's really embarrassing. Don't let work now. I can't remember what Suffolk County or... Oh, put me out of my misery, please. I picked up a Cybertruck Unbreakable from X. Nice, yes, bits just split off. Oh, I've run my X-Max about 10 times. Should I open the diff yet, in your opinion, please? I was a bit surprised at the lack of oil in the diffs, so probably worth opening them up and just topping them up, because I was a bit shocked at how little oil there was in the X-Max diffs. Is that the body you need? No, the Unbreakable body from Mother Russia. Why is it only Russia that do their unbreakable bodies? There must be other countries that can make them. Suffolk County is where I am. Nassau, that's it. Thank you. I was doing my heading. So you're in Suffolk. Nice. So you're going further out. You're not on Fire Island, are you? No, it's quite warm. I've got my shorts and my t-shirt on. Had a little bit of rain today, but it's actually been quite warm. Got the doors open, get some air in. It's actually been quite pleasant. Always worth just cleaning the gears up before you put them all back together. Get any dirty grease out, just in case there's some bits and pieces in there end up grinding. And just a cheap toothbrush will do it. And then we pop that back in there. We won't do that yet. And pop these top arms on. No, if I pop them on first, that means I've then got to... No, we'll leave those off. We will put that gear in first. Right, so we'll pop that in. Make sure the bearing sits down nicely. And then the old D-safe thing, a bit of a clean up. I don't actually like these D-safes because I don't know whether you can get the grub screws super tight or not. You don't get the Loctite on them. And once it stops them backing out, I'm not so sure it stops them coming loose. If they come loose, it means the gear moves around a bit. But, hey ho. Right, I need to do what Gary's suggesting and then fix them up there with magnets. And then what I do is I make sure we've got it on the D. And then I push up, make sure that pinion is pushed as far as possible on. And then my glasses to see which way is which. That one there. And I make sure that's pushed as I'd make sure they're as tight as possible together before I tighten it all up. So there's no play there. I don't want any play on it. If there's play, it means there's slop, it means that can come loose on the main input gear, and you don't want that to happen. We don't like play. Sloppy loppy. I have to go now, guys. See you later, Big Hours RC. Thank you for coming by. Mr. Jam Reinhold, hi, evening, how are you? Love that stream with Kevin Wrench and Claire's wicked sense of humour. That was so funny. It was indeed, Robert. I was the one who said I was going to Paddlesworth. Did you? Nice, mate. I'll be waiting. Just was out of the crawl for 2 hours with my local crawler group. Was a blast. See, Tay, I haven't said hello to you, so I do apologise. Hello. Did I say hello to you, Dan? So many people today. Thank you for all coming by. I'm all good, thanks. Oh, wow. What's Fast and Furious like? Callum, he's dying to see that. He's been waiting forever. He loves the Fast and Furious films. So the first X-Max Russian body. Yeah, it's a shame that the main Russian guy went out of business or whatever it was. Yeah, it does. Not being on Facebook doesn't help, but at the same time it does help because you don't get all the negativity and the trash talking and goodness as well. So there's pros and there's cons. Yeah, agree with Seb. 60k CST in the front and 30k CST in the rear. CST, not WT. So I use, this isn't the right one, but I use the Core RC stuff. So you want CST. That's what I used. Right. Put the shim back on. It hasn't gone out of business. You can still get them. Dodgy way of getting them though. Oh, is it? I have a question. I have an Armanero. I want to hook a aftermarket remote to. Will it be able to control all the diffs? Good question. Very good question. I'm not 100% sure on the answer, but I would have thought yes, as long as you have enough channels on your controller to control the diffs, the servos that control the diffs. So I would have said yes, but make sure you've got it. Got enough channels to do it. If you and the family ever come across the pond, be happy to show you the real New York City. We are the real New York. We are not the city. Okay, Rob. Thank you very much. I certainly used to get over a lot. I used to get over 3-4 times a year with work. Haven't been over for obviously since COVID. It's a little bit annoying, but do hope to get back. They've got a convention that's at the moment going ahead in October in San Diego, but I'm not keen, to be honest with you, jump on a plane and fly for 11 hours at the moment. Thought of it doesn't fill me with joy at the moment, but there is talk about people going to that convention, but yeah, I'm not keen at the moment. Rather have everything settled down, make sure everything is all back to normal first. It's nice and tight. A little bit of clicking. Feels good to me. Now, where's my marine grease? I was using the cheap stuff, gone off that, doesn't really work that well. Actually, I don't even need it in there yet, I can put it in from the bottom. I've gone back to the marine grease. I'm getting some folks together for a meeting up in Texas. Put the sun cream on. Ruse RC, evening. How are you? The YouTube community needs to have a massive meetup somewhere in the mid-country so it's equal for everyone. That would be good, Site, definitely. Bought something without remote. I'm just going crazy trying to figure out a different remote would work besides the stock one again. It should, in theory, it should work because they're just controlling servos. So just make sure you've got enough channels to control it. I don't know how many channels you need. Matthew Sim, evening, how are you? What do you do for a job, Dave, apart from an RC mechanic? Apart from insurance. I'm one of those horrible insurance people. No, I do, whilst I'm based in the UK, I do USA insurance. My specialist subject is American high-value homeowners. So I do get to see quite a few famous people's houses. That is what I do for a living. For my sins. pop in there. No, I'll undo that a little bit. Looks like that front hinge pin holder is just stopping that flopping in there nicely. There we go. Click, click. Might trim a bit off that actually, maybe not today. Right. Oh my life. Oh, there's so much chat going on today. I love it. All good, Bob. What are you working on? I'm working on the Jack's Grahave EXB. I think it's some leftover damage from when he hit the rear skate ramp weeks ago. We know it broke some stuff on the back. I was surprised it hadn't broken anything on the front. And he jumped it last weekend. It didn't land badly, but we noticed then there was some damage at the front. The front steering was all. I mean, he did land on. Saying he didn't land, but he didn't land badly, but he did land on the path, and it was. We all thought that's major damage. No, Russ, Revo, 10 hours on a plane, or 10, 11 hours on a plane to San Diego, wearing a mask. No, thank you. Yeah, the food part 7 channel should work. There should be enough channels if you've got that already. If not, I can highly recommend the Flysky Noble. You can get an 8 channel one, you can get a 10 channel one. 10 channel probably won't fit in the receiver thing, but an 8 channel one with voltage back to the. They do an 8 channel receiver for that now as well, so that I can highly recommend. It's cheaper than the Futaba, but if you've got the Futaba already, yeah, that's fine, just get the receiver. $70 a pop. It's ridiculous. Nice one. Got 60 and 40 core. Let's see what that was too. Yeah, I've killed a couple of as well. No, you don't want to kill. You don't want to be killing stuff. Good evening, RC Niels. How are you? Where it isn't 4 million degrees in the breezy show. Might get a Noble because they sell mini Z receivers for them. They do as well. They do sell mini Z receivers. They sell quite a few receivers now. Let me go and get some of them. The one I haven't got at the moment is the small, is the S1. I have got it, but it's in a car, so I can't show you it. But they do obviously the Mini Z one, which is tiny. They also do this, which I've been using it a lot. This one, which is the P, and that is, how many channels is that? I forget how many channels that is. I think that's, if I have glasses on, I'll be able to tell how many channels it is. I think that's 4, yeah, that's 4 channel with iBus. That's a nice size, got good range on that. That's what I was using a lot of to fit in the old Armour receiver boxes, because this is the big one. Doesn't fit. Fits in the XB boxes, doesn't fit in the old Armour receiver boxes. That again is 4-channel. Good range on that as well. Then they've recently brought out this one. Again, not too big, nice. That's 8-channel and also has a wire you can plug into your LiPo balance port to report back the voltage to your receiver. And we've got that one, which is actually from their Flight 10-channel, 3.5 kilometre range in the air. So, and the radio itself, if no one's seen it before, fits in the hand nicely. It's got a nice weight. This is a detachable power bank battery. I forget how many it contains, but there's a battery held in here, plus that battery there. So when that runs out of charge, you press that button there and then it charges this one. And you can see it charging up there. Turn it on.
Welcome to Noble.
Even talks to you. You can see all the telemetry on the screen. So many options on it. It's unreal. And that will take, it's got 8, you've got buttons on here, buttons on here, buttons here, buttons here, buttons here. Silly amount of options on it. We love them.
Shutting down.
And it talks to you. So you can highly recommend the NB Noble. Link in the description below. Yeah, that's all for the Noble. And the new software on the Noble comes with Perfect Pass built in. So we haven't used it yet, so we don't use it on the Big Rock. And we haven't used it on the Big Rock because we don't run it on the Big Rock, but we've never. But if you did want to use Perfect Pass, it's built in. Did you know that well, I've just bound it. It does work. I've literally bound it to our other one, so, and I've got another receiver coming. So it does work on the latest software 100%. 100%, because I've bound it up. Oh, it's a great controller, Ian. It really is. I've got one. Jack's got one. Can't fault it for the price. It's very comfy in the hand. It's the right size. It's all adjustable as well. You can adjust the throttle feel. You can adjust the size of the throttle handle. You can adjust the spring on the steering. You can turn it to left-handed to right-handed. You can change the colour of this as well, which is quite funky. But you know, if you're left-handed, you can move that. Or if you want to control it like that, you can control it like that. You can move that around. I said you can change the. There's a screw there, so you can change how stiff this is. There's a. Where is it? A screw there, so you can change how stiff this is. That trigger moves, opens and shuts, so you can adjust it to the comfort factor. You've got another dial here, so if you put a gyro on, you can control the gyro from this. I don't know what else to say about it, really. It's, you know, for the price, and the response time is fantastic as well. You can't beat them. In fact, I'll show you, because I got it on Jack's one. I've put the new software on Jack's. I haven't done it on mine yet. Jack's turned his speech off, but you can see he's got a red one. So the perfect fast function, and you'll see his is slightly different here. So you've got a timer on the screen. You've got, obviously you see these moving, depending on what you're doing. And if we go speed, And then we go front, and we'll set it to, I hope you can see that, we'll set that to 5 seconds. And now, watch me pull, you'll see it going up. Hopefully you can see that. It goes from 0 to 100 linearly over 5 seconds. It's as simple as doing that. Well, you probably see it on there as well, so you'll see it going up. Hopefully you can see that. I'll put that back to 0. You've got all throttle curves on there, mixes, boat, display, you know, how you want to see your throttle and your steering, and I mean, it's, you're going to rush out and buy one now, aren't you? But if you do, here's the link below. Yeah, Adrenaline, Ash, RC, I can't fault them. No, 2.9, it's up to 2.93, I think it is. Which has got a perfect pass built in, I'll soon tell you. System. About, yeah, 2.0.93 is the latest firmware. The other thing I like about it is you can't turn the transmitter off if the car's still on. So if the car's still on, you try and turn it off, it will tell you you can't because the car's still on. You have to power the car off before you can turn the transmitter off. When did my RCs become more tech than my actual daily driver? Well, you say that. I remember when we got back into RCs after a while out and we turned up at a local track, and I turned up with my E-Savage on crystals, and it was still the sticks with the long aerial, and Jack and Callum had similar ones on their cars with the long aerials, and then people started showing us these new ones with the LCD displays, and I think it was Absema one, and I was like, huh? But where's the crystal? And they said, well, you don't, you just bind it to the track. I went, huh? So you can have as many, yeah. And it's like, wow. So that's when I went out and bought the Flysky GT3Cs for the boys, because they were the same as Absema ones. But yeah, God damn you, David, I was meant to be buying another boat. Looks like I need to get one of them. It's fantastic, Revo, seriously. But if you do, the description below, and you've got all the receivers. I've linked to the receivers as well. If you get it from Banggood, you get 2 receivers with it. You get the big one, the P, and the little one, the S. And I know Redfin also sell the receivers out. You can get it from Redfin, but it's about, I think it's about 190 quid from Redfin. Get it from Banggood, you'll get it in a week, and it's cheaper. And I'll get a bit of commission. For what you get, they're price-wise, for what you get in that transmitter is, that would cost you 500 quid in a Futaba. Good question, Ian. I can't find it anywhere. I never threw it out that I'm aware of. And it's been doing my nutting. I've looked everywhere apart from in that summer house. I found the controller for it, and we had both the boys' cars, and they were all together. So unless I'll put a video in the group chat. Callum won't like it because it's got a funny bit of him when he was a lot younger at the end. But when thought I was jumping high on the beach, and you'll laugh about it. But I can't. But it wasn't stock anymore. It was way from stock. It was when I was a complete noob. So I'd extended it. I bought some new TV plates from Canada that made it longer, and then I bought some aluminium A-arms. Yes, I bought aluminium A-arms. Everybody, because I thought it was a good thing to do, which made it wider. So it had gone from like 1/10 to 1/8 scale. I'd taken the twin motors off of it because it came with twin 550 GT motors. Took them off, put a brushless hobby wing system in it. It was a mini beast. Had 8 shocks, but no, I don't know where it is at the moment. Yeah, I'm happy to help you out, Revo. I've just sorted Kevin's out for him. I know Aaron's just bought one as well. Definitely worth it, as far as I'm concerned. Jack loves his, and I said it's got the boat settings on there as well, and you get Mini Z ones. So if you like Mini Z, which I have been thinking about looking at doing some Mini Z, because the more I look into them, the more exciting they look actually. Right, where's my car? Goes that way round. Is right. We're all going to end up with them. They're all going to be turning them on and talking to us and driving us all nuts. But the range is good as well. If you get that 10, I mean, we haven't tried it yet, but I've got another one coming. The range is, well, even on the big ones, I've never run out of range. On the big stock receivers, not the flying one, because I haven't used that yet, but I've got another one coming in from Banggood as we speak. Can you see what I'm doing? You probably can't. Okay. I'll move it down a bit. There you go. Right. Now then. You're up to 7 Mini Zs, are you? Yeah, I saw one. I sometimes catch other people's channels, and I saw, was it Mark Santamaria? He bought 2 Drift Mini Zs, and they do look well good. And I know you can get them over here. So you can fly Acro with any receiver that has at least 6 channels. Acro scares me. I'm not a fan. Evo 2. I've seen that go, mate. Oh, so I'll pass on. Install that. Is it off? I know. I'll see. A new boat is very high on my list of boats. I want to get a boat, especially as it's summertime now. Do want to get a boat, especially seeing Revo's boat and then Kev doing his boat. It's inspired me a bit more to get a boat. Now the question is, does that screw? Where does that screw through to? Does it screw into that? I believe it does. This would all come loose as well. Pretty sure this goes on this way around. Why is that not tightening up? Oh, it is. Actually, get some thread lock on that, I think. Make sure it doesn't come loose again. Where is my thread lock? Start getting more of everything, don't I? Just running out of bits and pieces left, right and centre. Well, Seb, I don't want to tempt fate, but our big rock diffs has done 105 miles an hour and speed run a number of times, and they're still fine. I think it's got something to do with landing on power. Click on the up thumb, yes. I'd love a boat, but the two lakes near me are nature reserves, and I think they might get a bit upset with the Alfie. That's always been my biggest problem: is where would I run it? But the more I see them, just having one boat for a laugh and going out and just having fun is really starting to appeal to me. You absolute numpty, David. You put those in the wrong hole. You know what happens if you put things in the wrong hole? Maybe you don't. I wonder what goes in that hole then. I'm intrigued. Nothing goes in that hole. I'm going to be putting that arm on the wrong way round. That's all right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Good, good, good. Slot that onto there. Coming together nicely. Question is, which screws go on the top? I would have said those ones. One. Two. Tighten up by hand. the spacers in. One there. One there. Tighten that up. Spacers other side. And I'll be back to the chat. I can't decide what boat to get though, Revo. I really want to get the blackjack. Really want to get the blackjack. No, whether I've got space to run it. Yeah, I have, but I don't have any of them cars that are lent to me. Oh, whatever that is. Some of the pro boats have self-right. Yeah, I think that's what I'd like to get is a self-right one. I've seen those. That's like a hole on one side, so when it flips, it fills up. Then flips back over and you drive away, the water comes back out again. I'm not. I don't even know what this called is, to be quite honest with you, Alfie. I know the boys do, but I haven't got a clue. David, are the ammo boxes for your batteries? Yes, they are. They are indeed. They're 15 quid off of eBay. I don't do them up. I just have the lids loose. So if anything happens, they got thin, and then everything is in lipo bags as well inside them. So. As you can see, they all just open up. People say take the whatchamacallits out, but I don't actually lock them, so don't waste all that time. You never get better thinking about what boat to get. The Blackjack 42. Thanks, Rogue. I've already used it when I wanted to use a hobby shop and they have a next day delivery, but their website is down due to staff getting code. Yeah, that sucks, Alfie, I tell you. Alfie, it's cheaper from a car motor. I really enjoy watching the hot car CVs from America. Oh, thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. Fellow American. What part of America are you from, Michael? Discord is basically just a chat call program where you have different groups called servers with thousands of members and a very active community on most servers. Okay. I have to get the boys to teach me. Thank you, Emily. Yeah, never thought we'd get 100, yet alone 5k, so thank you for everyone that's subscribed and supports us and follows us. It's quite amazing, really. Right. What did I do? Oh, there it is. What did I do with the sway bar? Now, I need... I mean, it was a hard landing. I'll be surprised. Well, I suppose the rear's Vitavon bulkhead now, so that's probably why the rear didn't go. But everyone went, "Ooh, that's gonna hurt." Because normally when you land on that path, it hurts. Bada bing, bada boom. About to show you how to do the servo saver mod. You lucky boys and girls. That done, that done. I don't, the fact it can't self-writing, my new one does, I'll send you the link, mate. I took part of the seal out, Davis, so they don't open when you carry them. I don't really take them anywhere. I normally just, I have one that I do put in the car sometimes, Ian. Most of those ones just stay on the floor there. Don't think the Blackjack has self-writing because it's based on a... No, it doesn't have self-writing, I don't think. Thank you, Lennon. 5K, yeah. I visit KCMO regularly. We're not pandemicing. See you later, Ian. Thanks for coming by. See you at the weekend, hopefully, weather permitting. How can you tell if a motor will fit your Tamiya grass software? Would like to upgrade to 2S LiPo brushless, but it's correct drive. But is correct drive, so I'm not sure how to tell if it will fit. If it's a standard 540 motor, which it likely is, I would have thought most 3 1/10 scale brushless systems would fit. Thanks, East Tactics, appreciate that. Take care, or hopefully see you Sunday, David, with Revo and anyone else that's coming. Yeah, hopefully. I think there's a few of us planning on going to the show. The only problem with the RC hobby for me is that my parents aren't keen with me spending much money on cars because of the point of view that all they do is the same thing. Would they rather you sat in front of a computer and played on your Xbox? I love the fact that the boys are into it. Because it gives us all something to do together. Right, where's my C-clips? Now this is actually, if you want to see how to do this, I do believe East Tactics has this on his YouTube channel with all the C-clip sizes that you need to tighten up the... he must have heard that I was about to do this and then come on the channel, on the stream. Because what happens is on these new ones, you can't adjust it. There's zero way to adjust this, which is a little bit annoying because when it starts getting loose, which it does, how do you tighten it up? Well, with some C-clips. So I just bought a big box of them and I have to try and remember which size it is. I can never remember. No, bigger than that. Not as big as that. Sure, they're bigger than that as well. Just got to find the size, guys. Pretty sure. That's it. That one, that one. I'm going to probably put 3 on there. I'll put 2 on to start off with. That's the size you want. But East Tactics will know. He's done the video on this. Literally all you do. Get yourself a pair of these. Pop that on there. Flop it over the top like that. Get yourself a 17mm hex. Put it on the top like that. It's 17mm that we use, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. Maybe not. Maybe it's a 14mm. Might be a 14mm that we use. I'll find the 14mm one now. 14mm. No, 13mm. Get 13mm over the top like that. And just press. That then clicks that in, put it down, squeeze it a few times. Don't knock over your thread lock so it leaks everywhere. That's tightened it up a bit. So do another one. And if you alternate it so you can see, I don't know whether you can see, but the two ears on this one are there. So we'll put the two ears on this one over the other way. Yeah. Ow! Two was probably enough actually, I think. Feels pretty tight now, so I'll just do two today. You can always put more in later. In fact, Motorsport's closing time being as crazy. I really hope they're all right. I think they will. I think they're okay. It's just that one person tested positive, so as per government guidelines, they have to shut. Do I live with anyone? No, I live on my own. So check out East Tactics channel. He's got a full video and the sizes you need to do that mod. Am I the only one that gets miffed about boats coming with their own stands but RC cars and trucks? Nah. Yes, Rogue Factor. I think that is wrong as well. But then again, I've never quite understood why boats cost as much as they do. Because apart from the electrics, there ain't really a lot that goes into it. Apart from design maybe. But apart from that, not a whole lot goes into it really, in my opinion anyway. Others may disagree. Alexa, turn on lights.
Okay.
While I've got all this out, I'm going to be kind to Jack and upgrade his, because the EXB still, believe it or not, comes with these silly bushings in the steering. So I am going to, while I've got it all out, I'll upgrade it to bearings. Big up Model Sport, saw that, but they must still be sorted out. My servo issue, yeah. Yeah, anything that they were dealing with has already been, that they were dealing with still. Oh, look at you with your fancy Alexa tech. Alexa, turn off lights.
Okay.
I like a smart home. Right, what's next? Broken, so that jump down there. Clean this up a bit. I think the Ackerman's okay still. Don't really think it's a little bit bent, but nothing major. Not enough to take it off and straighten it out. Not enough. Must be these ones here. Order some more. So that one goes in there like that. That one goes in there like that. And then pretty sure that goes through there like that. That comes down the top, and I'm not going to thread lock it because I hate trying to undo these ones. I mean, mole grips do help on these, but it's still a pain in the backside. That one done. Bearings in, bearings in. Job done on that side. That done. Take that out to get the bushing out. You'll see, okay? Get this bushing out the top. Why they still use bushings instead of a 50p bearing, I really don't know. That's that out. I mean, why use that? You just set my Alexa. Oh, sorry, guys. Hello from Ukraine, RC Cars. How are you? Lol, at Alfie, smart home or sort of smart home. We could have a lot of fun, couldn't we? Hey, Google, play Singing in the Rain. I forgot I could always do that. A friend of mine told me that if you can't replace an Alexa bulb without turning the main power off. Yes, you can. No problem at all. You just turn it off at the wall. I'm back trying out the new crawler. Capable is an understatement. Ha ha. Is it good? Is it? I can tell you, you can also go snipe hunting after midnight. Nice. Let's try another one, shall we? I'm going to close my door. This could be quite funny. Alexa, play Singing in the Rain.
Singing in the Rain by Luna from David's Spotify.
Not supposed to do it on my one. Alexa, stop. I shut my door, it's not supposed to do it on my one. That's ruins the fun. I turned it off. I hope I turned it off in time anyway. Should have done. Copyright, schmoppyright. Right, that comes over there. Goes in there. Did it set your one off, Callum? Bum bum bum. Right, done. Let's get under the car. Dave's channel's hard to find anyways. Hey from Texas. Say hello, Callum. What part of Texas are you in, Rogue? I've been to most parts of Texas. Right. Pretty sure. Oh, sway bar's in. Are you Houston? Or are you Fort Bend, Fort Worth, Dallas, Tarrant, San Antonio, El Paso? And did you get hit by Winter Storm Uri at all where you were? The vortex is tiny. It's the same sort of size as a granite. Wondering how big is the X-Mac Outcast Craton compared to the Big Rock? Only because I thought the Big Rock was pretty big, although I've never seen X-Macs. You want to see how they are compared to each other? Oh. That's an X-Max. Actually, I'll put the wing back on the back of this. X-Max, Big Rock. Give you some idea? Big. And the Outcast 8S and Creighton EXP, oh sorry, Creighton 8S, about the same size as an X-Max. Okay, you're east of Austin. Nice. The fan looks like a Dan supercharger on that Hobby Wing. You know, so cool, brother. Definitely love the setup. How you got it. Thanks. If you want to know how to do these, again, plugging myself here, but there is a fan in our channel under the how-to bit on how to build these and where to get the bits from. Keeps it nice and cool. I have got to, it's popped the plug on it, so I've got to rewire that, but You thought the Big Rock was big, not compared to an X-Max or an Outcast 8S. Even compared to a Creighton. Yeah, I've got so many lipos now, it's crazy. I remember when I first got into the hobby and we had, I think we had, the boys had two lipos each, I had two lipos. We didn't have many lipos. Now I've got so many. But you can never have too many lipos. Especially when you start getting into more and more cars, when you need, 3Ss, 4Ss. Don't really have any 2Ss lipos at the moment. Well, apart from the ones that came in the Banggood car, but there's some very old 2S ones. But apart from that, don't have any 2S ones. It's all 4S, 3S. I've got a couple of 6Ss. I've avoided the 6Ss before, but I did get some, mainly because of Callum's Italian. Hard to find 2 3Ss that fitted, whereas I could find a 6S one that fitted nicely, so it's just easier doing that. Alright, if anyone wants to see, I'll show you now why this is off, because otherwise you won't be able to see it. So on the Crahave, when you build the Crahave, hopefully you can see this, the front flexes a lot when you're doing big jumps. So what we've done is put this brace in here. Now I have filed off the front, and I filed the front off so it sits under the D safe cup. Just use the Dremel grinder with a sanding disc on it to take that off. But this is the off of the M2C Creighton chassis, 8S chassis stiffeners. I think it's the rear one or the front one, can't remember. But it's the one with the 3 holes and the long plate there. And that then just stiffens up that whole front as well as this M2C brace bar there. Does mean drilling 3 extra holes in the chassis, bolting them on. But hey, it works. In you go, put it up there. Done. Plop, plop. Get that wire out of the way. Sit on the wire there. Right, first bolt in, we'll put that one in, I think. Just hold everything in place. And then just holds everything in place, doesn't let it move around too much. And then we can get in with our other screws. That one and that one. We're a little bit bent, but if it ain't bent, it ain't an armour. West Mids RC, hi, how are you? Now I'll say this for anyone looking for diff bodies that armour granite and big rock that are better. A veteran RC10 will fit the granite, looks awesome, and the elements in Enduro Travel has okay. Thanks for letting everyone know, KC. The Enduro Travel Walker body fits the big rock and looks absolutely awesome. It's perfect fit, even goes over the wheels. I will look into that. Oh snap, is that one waffle guy says? Oh, it's Christmas every day. Just got some goodies in the mail. I'm AFK, be right back. Okay, Rogue. All good, Alfie, brother. We all started from the bottom with this. The X-Max is awesome, but so is other RCs like the Granite and Big Rock. I love the 3S cars. Absolutely. If someone's getting into the hobby, a lot of people say, "Oh, get a 6S." You know, don't go in. But I always say, go and get yourself a Granite or a Typhon or a Big Rock. I prefer the Granite and the Typhon over the Big Rock. Personally, I don't like the Big Rock stock wheels. I prefer the Granite wheels or the. But if you're going to change the Big Rock wheels, then yeah, the Big Rock, the 3S and the Centon as well. I mean, we have all of the 3S cars apart from the Vortex. Plus we have the 4S Outcast. I wanted to get 4S Kraton, but they went out of stock before and haven't brought them back yet. So the 4S cars, the 3S Armour cars are fantastic. Thanks, East Tactics. You take care, buddy. Right, where is the bumper? Okay, so those do go in on this one. I always try and remember how things go on these, because the RPM ones are different. The RPM ones, you don't put these bits in first, they go over the bumper. So it's just remembering which way around everything goes. Come on. Why are you not going in? It's clear there. Clear there, it's clear there. Why isn't it clear there? That makes no sense. Get this one in first then. That one in. One in. That one in. So this one has to go in. It does go in. Good. Tighten up by hand so you don't strip them out. Done. Big as RC. What's your favourite in each class? 3S, 4S and 6S and 8S? Oh, good question. In the 3S class, I'm going to say for bashing 3S, Granite. Because it's super quick, super easy to drive, super easy to backflip and stunt and wheelie. So the Granite in the 3S class. 4S, we only really have as a stock 4S car. I mean, no, tell a lie. 4S one, what am I thinking about? Techno ET48 2.0, no brainer. Although Callum would probably say his max. But yeah, Techno ET48 2.0, easy peasy lemon squeezy. 6S easy peasy lemon squeezy would be the Creighton EXB, and 8S would be the X-Max. Yeah, the Big Rock has skinny tyres though. I changed mine with the Proline. But as for ESC and motor, I've got the 2076 2200 motor in a Hobby Wing Max 8 at the moment, but we'll probably change it. Yeah, that's what we're running in ours, but that's the type. We just found that we couldn't on. Oh, what do they go to? Oh, that's them. Always found that we could never, especially if you're on a skate park, concrete skate parks and that, we could never ever make it go straight. It'd always like go all over the place as it's driving towards it. Could never control it and get a good jump on it. That's primarily I bought it because I really like the sound of it. Primarily the reason we turned it into a speed car is because we weren't using it, because we didn't have a lot of fun bashing it because of the tyres. And then we were thinking, well, we can't spend the money on getting either the Fortresses from the Granite, or either some Proline Badlands, which we love on the Typhon. And then I thought, if we're going to spend £100 doing that, why don't we think of something else we can do with it? And that's when we came up with the idea of doing the speed run, making it, see if we can make it go 100 miles an hour. So out of that came, and that's where that got born from. And now, as a speed run car, we absolutely love it. It's a great little speed run car now. So in theory, any of the 3S cars, I know people have had them up to 130 odd miles an hour, any of the 3S cars can be turned into great little speed run cars. Steam Train Tony, how are you? All set for Sunday? Weather looks like it should be good. Oh, Jack will probably shoot me. Jack, are you there? Well, calling Jack. Come in, Jack. Are you there, Jack? I don't want to say something in case you go, oh, what are you telling everyone for? So, if you're there, Jack, you need to answer. That's the bit. That's another bit we broke. There we go. There. Yeah. So I think oh, the arm, do that on there, get that back on it. I knew you were unscrewing, SOB. Here we go. Off you come. On you go. Do not drop this screw, or the nut rather. servo back on. Do that to that. That can be done with these in place. So where's the other one? Yep. I'll put the RPM bumper on the crate and then the Mojave bumper over it. Seems okay to me. Ooh, that's an idea. Yeah. Should work. Double bubble your bumpers. No harm in double bubble. Where's the tea? What tea? Pony Express evening. Yep, looking forward to meeting you up with you, Tony, as well. It's very quiet. What's everyone up to? Everyone else building tonight? Don't know. How many? 34 people watching still. Toby's RC. Bye, guys. Got to see you soon. See you, Toby. Thanks for coming by. It was very, very chatty earlier, but everyone seems to have gone quiet. I don't know why. Maybe it's past their bedtime. I can't believe this. I take so many... I'm not complaining, because I love chatting to you guys, but it shouldn't take me 2 hours to change a bulkhead. It doesn't normally. Right. Do we check that works okay? It should work okay. No reason that shouldn't work. It's all gone back together as it should. We'll get the... Oh. Oh, that's from my car, that's why. I've got a CT1 that, I think, because the only way that's going to hold in there is, otherwise it's going to fly all over the place all the time. In theory, I mean, you could ask yourself, is it actually doing anything? Because it's not tight. I probably need to take it off and try and tighten it up, I think. Squeeze it a bit, make it tighter. Probably should have done that before I put it on there. It's just a little bit loose and it doesn't need to be that loose. It does mean taking that off. I'm not going to do that tonight. We're not playing them with them this week, so... Although I will leave these bits off for the time being. Because in case I do decide to do that, we'll get the tyres on. What would I do with the wheel wrench? There it is. No, he's not keeping my tyres. I just remembered. Those are my tyres. Question is, what do I do with his tyres? They're off of my car. So he can't have them. I think his ones must still be in my car. I'm hoping they are, otherwise I've lost them. Which won't go down well. Right. That one's sorted for the time being. Now I've got a... Ooh. It's been abused a bit as well. Hopefully that motor's okay. It's the only one I've got, so it better be. Mr. Jam, every car is fine at the moment, waiting for better weather. Good. I'm amazed you... Well, I didn't fit a Vitavon because I don't have any spare ones at the moment. I almost bought two and I keep meaning to go back to the guy to buy them. I keep forgetting. So, otherwise I would have done, but I don't have any spare Vitavon ones at the moment. I've got one that I could have taken off my V4, but it's silver. And I've got a red one on there, so I want to put another red one on there. But oh, that's tight. Otherwise, I would have put a Vitavon on there, Gary. Yeah, I do like the Vitavon ones. Right. Why am I doing that? Because I can leave that. I can leave that on there. Standard size, isn't it? Don't I? This is a Hobby Wing 1650 kV. It is 49 millimeters long, 85 millimeters wide. No, 49 wide, 85 long. That will take. I mean, it's rated for 6S, but it will push take 8S as well. You got the Acast EXB on order with Max 5 combo. What gearing would you recommend? Gary's the best person to answer that. But what combo? Are you going 1100 or are you going 800 kV? I wish I had the 1100 kV, Tony, you'd see a big motor then, but the 800 is even bigger. But we fried our one, so. I'm going to do the pinion for it though, because that pinion is, size of that pinion. That's 27 tooth. Lots of those now. What's a Vitavon? A Vitavon is an aftermarket part, and we use a few of the bits. I don't know whether you can see it, hopefully you can. That's a Vitavon diff bulkhead for the armours. And then they're Vitavon, you can see that. Vitavon hubs for the Max. They've got a front bulkhead on that as well, you can see that under there. But no, Vitavon make aftermarket parts. Uh, 800 kV, I'm pretty sure you need to either go 39, 39 or 34, 34. So you go equal gearing. I'm pretty sure that is the right thing to do with 800 kV. And I don't think it makes any difference apart from how far the motor is away from the because you're going 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm pretty sure it doesn't make any difference. Now, did he shave down? Has this one been shaved down at all? It is. Oh, sod. This is why my one gripe with the M2C ESC mount here, there's plenty of room, and I've messaged Mitch on this. There's plenty of room between the ESC and the servo mount. If you look at a stock one, that is a lot closer, but then you run into this issue now where there is no space between the motor and the ESC with this M2C mount. So any jump you do that has a slight bit of flex, that motor shaft is going into the ESC. So I've got to cut the end off of it, which hopefully doesn't void the warranty, because I've got one here which is fried. Not because I cut that off. But that's going to slow me down because I've got to do that, and I really want to do that on a live stream. Try and make sure this all fits in there nicely. Clean it out a bit. How far away is Paddleworth for you? You thought the 550 35T was big when I got it. So much to learn. How far is Paddleworth for you? I'd love to come. It's a bit, but it's 2.5 hour drive for me. Paddlesworth for us is it's 45 minutes to an hour depending on the traffic. But every Sunday when I meet up with the boys and we go out, I'm doing 200 miles every Sunday when we go out, and sometimes if we meet up with Kev and Claire and we go to Sandy, that's a 2.5 hour drive for me. 2.5 hour drive there, 2.5 hour back. There is another event coming for Paddlesworth, so do it for the weekend. It's worth that 2.5 hour drive. Neither me, but my try and persuade to book us a caravan holiday around the area and then go, Yeah, there's an idea, Alfie, you could do that. This is 1650 kV one, Callum. The one that we got from Aaron when we bought the Limitless, or when Jack bought the Limitless. So handy that I gave Jack the money for this. Because then now I can steal it. Not that it goes all the way in anyway. So I've just got to cut the shaft off of it, which is really annoying. Cut some of that shaft off because I don't like it being that close. And what time is it? 1:15. Why doesn't that fit? It does fit. But on my one I had to cut that off as well. I've always had to, on my one, on the one that I had in there, I had to cut it off. Or did I not cut it? No, I did cut it off. Yeah. You can see I cut it off. This one's, yeah, janked. Sees right up, doesn't move at all. I cut it off the Mojave. I must cut it off the Mojave one as well. See you later, Tony. Hopefully see you Sunday. Are you off as well, Alfie? School test, good luck with that. But Grant loves grab the Vortex bulkhead covers. Do they fit, do they? Oh, they're beefier. Interesting. I could cut this off now. Doesn't take long to cut off in reality. Once I've got it clamped in, just as long as you guys are happy to sit and chat amongst yourselves, that is. Could I see my secret build? You can do, but I haven't got it here. It's outside. I haven't finished it, Callum, I'll be honest. I haven't worked on it at all this week. I'll try and do it on Saturday. I'll be right back, guys. Trim that off. Get a bit of a tidy up. No, it's out in the hall. Better. They'd never know. Well, they would. But I blame M2C. All their fault. Do I put a new grub on? I should do it right. Never mind then. they have been telling me to get the... Who's been telling you to get the Flysky LMT? It is nice. It's not a basher though. Google says 5 hours drive to Padsworth, but with the traffic and charging, I'd imagine it would be more like 7 to 8. Possibly, yes. That is a long journey. I won't be able to do the Paddlesworth this year. That's a shame. Whereabouts are you, Dan? What's up, everybody? RCD, evening. How are you? This is the king of the jumpers, by the way, if anyone's wondering. The other one wasn't, but this one is. Not seen anything jump higher than this yet. Nobody can outjump the EXB. We get copyright for that, Callum. Cause nobody can outjump the EXB. There's not enough light in here. Should do it. Oh, no, you don't. 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 I'm going to put a new grub on there. I felt that slip. Stupid grub screws. Alexa, turn on lights.
Okay.
If I can find the grub screws. Oh, mate. Big bag of them, where are they? There they are. Say for 1p grub screw, I'm changing it. I felt that slip. The XB scent has been to the moon. It's been higher than the moon this time. I mean, the problem is we don't want to bore people with just the same video of it going higher and higher. But it has been higher than 52 feet now. Kev challenged us. So Callum responded. It's better. Where the other grub went. I went somewhere. Don't know where though. That's just turned all lights on. Oh, no, sorry. I'm asked. Oh, getting busy again. Dan, WTF, how are you? Looks like the shortest distance by airline from Weberville, Texas to Hawkins, Folkestone, United Kingdom is 4,666 miles. That's a long way, Rogue, but get your butt over here, come on. Gates, Harry, have I said hello to you, Gates, coming in? If I didn't, and it's Mask Master in here. The Mask Master is here as well. Just got back from paintball. What you renting? I'm renting on the EXB, the Creighton EXB. Only because the motor decided to poo its pants. So, the motor pooed its pants. So this is a spare motor we have. Well, literally just bought this second hand. It came with I did buy it. Jack bought a second hand Limitless, which came with this motor and a Max 6 ESC. So I'm having this because I paid for it. Come on. I know I made this tight, but not. Come on. You on there? I think you're on there now. Oh no! I don't believe it. Gotcha this time. So tight. It's so tight. But that's good because that means it works. It means it's cooling. The Vortex bulkheads have the notch for the cross. Oh, they do as well, do they? They're probably off the 4S line then. I say, but ain't announced it on the channel. Oh, what's that? Not bad. Still waiting for my new RC. It's left the factory, but not with me yet. Oh, what is it? What is it? What is it? Come on, you can say it on this. No one will tell. No one will speak. No one will say anything. Tell us and I will delete the comment. There are only 8 of them coming to the UK. First batch is really hoping they don't mess up my order. Oh, what is it? Give us a clue. Give us a clue. I'll do the paper trick on this. I hate meshing when you can't see what you're meshing. Right, paper time. A4 paper, set the mesh. Don't make that too thick. As you said, it starts with X. Ah, you can't. It's not an X Max because there's more of those. Oh. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll give it a few minutes, then tell you it's not a secret. I'll just see if anyone gets it. What is the car next way? XV2. Looks like new Outcast ESB is having some issues with the steering linkage. Check it out, Bars and Tone. I already posted earlier. Moorhead did a YouTube video on it. I'll be surprised if it has, but on the basis that it's no different from the Outcast EXB. Sorry, the Creighton EXB. Where'd that go? Just feels too tight now. Oh, it's because the bit of paper's down there. I wonder where the bit of paper went. It's under the car. Right. Bit of clicking. No clicking there though. No, don't like that. Too tight. I hate meshing. I'll get 2 bits of paper. I did twice last time. Just one sheet just doesn't, it seems to make it too tight. And I don't like a tight mesh. That's what she said. I don't like a tight mesh. RC time, all good, thank you. How are you? Take that out, give myself a bit more room to play around. I hate setting meshes. So I say my one bugbear, I've got a few bugbears, but this is definitely one of them, setting a mesh. Some people just seem to do it so quickly. I've never been able to do it quickly. One thing that drives me insane every single time. Doesn't matter how many times I've tried to do it. Right. Put this screw in. I bet it's too tight now, or too loose. Come on. Urgh. Right. A little bit of play there. Oh, spinny, spinny. Caught it. Right, need to go and get another phone. I need to put a bit of light down there. Yeah, it's running. My battery's going, so it won't be much longer now. Alexa, turn off heating.
It's off.
Alexa, turn on lights.
Okay.
Can't. Problem is with all this bigger stuff, you can never quite see mesh, whether it's meshing okay or not. I could go. Alexa, turn off lights. That's going to be a funny one.
Okay.
That should be funny for people. They could go, Alexa, play Singing in the Rain. That's a bit too loose. Oh, Aidan, evening, how are you? Pretty sure that is okay. I hate meshing. There's plenty of teeth engagement there. Yeah, that's fine. That'd be fine. I haven't even seen one run. Is it a truggy? Man, I don't know how I would pack for Paddlesworth coming all the way from Texas. Now that is a good question. Some clothes. Some radios. Some receivers. And then, I'm sure, in this community, some people would lend you some cars. Yeah, Truggy 1X Racing. Yeah, I heard X-rays are supposed to be good. Someone told me that. Might have even been you. Someone did say to me about X-rays. Shame there's only 8 coming to the country though. Right, that done. Slide that back in there now. No, it won't, because I've got to put the wires in. So leave that out for the time being. I am going to be calling it a night though, because I'm almost out of charge on the phone. For some reason this keeps blowing out at the back. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't give you the extra screws for it. Stupid. That one, not that one, not that one, not that one. Let's see if this one reach. It doest. One thing I do like about these Turnigy things, they do the extra length. Length does matter. Right, I think we called that a day. Oh. There it goes. That's rubbish. That goes in there. That's all rubbish. This is all rubbish, that's rubbish, that's rubbish. Nothing's salvageable. No, that's broken. That's definitely broken. Yep. All broken. Right guys, you coming with me? Alexa, turn on lights.
Okay.
Okay guys, we have to call it a day, I'm afraid. My phone's pretty much out of charge. I'll get yourself a cosy though. Thank you for all coming by. 61 likes, wow. Or 1 thumbs down. Oh, who's giving me a thumbs down? You even get haters coming in your stream. That's amazing. 62 likes, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Happy with that. So anyway guys, gotta go. My battery's about to go, I've got to go and wash my hands, sit down, say goodnight to Callum, because I'm sure he's going to be FaceTiming me shortly to say goodnight before he goes to bed for school. Welcome Dan, thank you for coming by. If people didn't come by, I'd have no reason to stream, so I'm saying thank you to you guys for coming by and joining the stream and chatting and saying hi and talking to each other, because without you doing that, I'd have no reason to stream. None at all. Oh, thank you for subbing, Mark. Thank you very much. Live streams always on a Thursday night, normally wrenching on something or other that we've broken. I say, oh, we've broken, the boys are broken. Thank you, WTF. And thanks for all your help with the Nobles. Keep it up. Well, thank you for coming by, Rogue Factor. Good night. Night, Logan. Thank you for coming by. Thank you all for coming by. The state of my hair needs to get cut again. I'm going Yetified again. I saw something come up with go. Why is it not coming up? Oh, cheers, Gary. Thanks for coming by. And when you make it back to Texas, be sure to... I will. Yeah, I hope to. It's probably not going to be this year that I travel for work, but we do a lot of business in Texas, so hopefully get out there. See you all. I might have to... Well, I'm coming to get my hair cut with you, Rogue. Save me some money. Anyway, guys, got to go because I'm literally down to about 2% charge now. Take care. Stay safe. And see you in the next video. Hopefully I have a video out Sunday. If Callum gets it edited in time, then I've got one coming out on Wednesday. And hopefully Jack's got one coming out the following Sunday. Not sure what's coming after that because we won't be filming this weekend because unless we do a like vlog, but I don't know, when we go to Wings and Wheels, we'll see. Play it by ear. Other than that, see you next Thursday, guys. Take care. Stay safe. And Jack didn't come on the stream, so I don't know. I can't say, but we have got something else coming out shortly, which we're hoping to show off in the next day or two, hopefully. Just some, I mean, there's lots of stuff you can get. The stuff I've got is just straight off of AliExpress. If you don't mind shopping on AliExpress, before I go, I'm about to lose, but I will quickly find a link for it. Other people may be able to put something in the stream, but there's lots of different things you can do. I haven't been on AliExpress for so long. Sign in, if you can even remember me. Come on. Sign in as that, yeah. Sign in. Yeah, fine. Account. Orders. Sign in, I did sign in, yes. AliExpress winds me up. Sign in multiple times. Right. I'll get my fans off of AliExpress as well. And my servos sometimes. Cannot deliver to undefined. Shipped to Afghanistan. I don't ship to the United Kingdom. Thank you very much. Save. Right, there we go. Depends what size. You have to choose whether you want coarse, medium or fine. I'm pretty sure I use the medium now. The coarse is a bit too, depends on what size holes you want. But that's what I use. You can never use the fine. How much is it? I mean, get all 3 sheets. I think it's £1.68 or £1.73 for a sheet. I'm supposed to be going because I'm about to lose charge. Things I do when people start asking me questions. So yeah, that's the medium mesh. You do obviously need a cover underneath it, but it comes in sheets like this. I don't know if you can see that. You can see all that. And you just cut it with a pair of scissors. So that's the fine one, which I think is too fine. That's the medium, and then the coarse one is a bit, obviously a bit wider than that. So, but that's what I use. Okay, but I'm definitely going now. 1% charge. Oh no. See you guys in my hands. Take care. Hope you got that soil halo. Because the stream's ending now. I'll say it again. Mesh. Bosh. There you go. Hopefully you can get that. See you guys.